Hello everyone, today we are going to open up the second commander deck for the Brothers War, Mishra's Burnished Banner. And of course, like the name implies, it is Mishra. So let's open it up and see what we get. Yeah, there we go. So Mishra, of course, the brother of Urza, one of the two brothers, of which the Brothers War is centered around. So we get, of course, a little booklet here with what the deck is all about, with the art of Mishra. Look at him, young brother of Urza. I really loved the books of the Brothers War. I've actually read it a couple of times. Really like that they finally made a set out of it. So, Mishra, Eminent One. 5 mana, it's a 5/4, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of target non-creature artifact you control. Except its name is Mishra's War Form, and it's a 4/4 construct artifact creature, in addition to its other types. It gains haste until end of turn, and sacrifices it at the beginning of the next end step. Nice. Really interesting. And then of course we have some tokens here, so let's see if the tokens are the same as Urza. We have a servo. No, here is Mishra's Warform, which is basically stuck on the artifact. So this is actually the end of the book, where Mishra, spoiler alert, transforms into an artifact, a big artifact engine, and fights the epic final battle with his brother Urza, of which Urza is the sole survivor. His planeswalker Sparks, and he says to Thanos, "Hey, I'm going away now. Bye." And then the Ice Age starts. All right, so we have a scrap token. Interesting. A goat, silly goat. A construct here and a copy. So yeah, I really love the books. It's been one of my favorites for Magic ever. On the other side here we have Power Stone, Phyrexian Mirror, another construct, an Inkling, and an Eldrazi 10/10 creature token. I could go on and on about this book, this story. Beautiful, beautiful. So, in each of these commander decks you will get one of these, the collector booster sampler, in which there are 2 cards that would normally be in one of those collector boosters. So let's see what we get. First of all, an advertisement card here. Then we have a foil Sardian Avenger for 2. It's a 1/1 first strike trample. Whenever Sardian Avenger attacks, it gets plus X plus 0 until end of turn, where X is the number of artifacts your opponents control. And whenever an artifact an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, Sardian Avenger deals 1 damage to that player. And we have a Soul Guide Lantern with the old frame. Beautiful. For 1, it's an artifact, and when it enters the battlefield, exile target card from a graveyard. Then you can tap it to exile an opponent's graveyard when you sacrifice this. And for 1 and you sack this, draw a card. Interesting. Now let's see what we will get in the deck itself. And all of the cards are in the old frame, which I totally love. Okay, so I don't see a pull tab here. So let's just... here it is. So, first of all, we have, of course, Mishra, the playable card here. And as our second commander, Ashnod, the Uncaring. Oh, finally we have an Ashnod card. So for 5, we have a 1/4 Death Touch. Whenever you activate an ability of an artifact or creature that isn't a mana ability, if 1 or more permanents were sacrificed to activate it, you may copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. I really like that they included Ashnod in this deck and Thanos in the Urza deck, because, well, they're both the adapts, the whatchamacallit, the disciples of the two brothers. So here we have our first new card, Glint Raker. For 4, it's a 1/3 flying. Beautiful old school art. Glint Raker gets +X/+0, where X is the highest mana value among artifacts you control. And whenever Glint Raker deals combat damage to a player, you may reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put an artifact card revealed this way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Then we have Teresiare's Devastation. Teresiare was the island continent where the Brothers' War took place. So for 4 mana and X, we have a sorcery. You lose X life and create X tapped Power Stone tokens. Then all creatures get -1/-1 until the end of the turn for each artifact you control. Cool. Blast Furnace Hellkite. For 9 mana, we have a 5/5 with Artifact Offering. Oh, we haven't seen Offering since Betrayers of Kamigawa. Interesting. It has flying and double strike, and creatures attacking your opponents have double strike. Then we have Farid, the Enterprising Salvager. Ooh, that was one of those Falaji characters from the beginning of Mishra's solo life, I believe. So yeah, he's a 3/3 for 3. Whenever a non-token artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a colorless artifact token named Scrap. For 2 and sacrifice an artifact, choose 1. Either put a +1/+1 counter on Farid. It gains menace until end of turn. Either go to target creature or discard a card, then draw a card. Then we have the Machine God's Effigy for 4. It's an artifact that says you may have Machine God's Effigy enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's an artifact and it has tap, add blue. And it taps to add blue. Then we have a Scavenged Brawler for 6. It's a flying, vigilance, trample, lifelink 4/4. And then for 5 mana, exile Scavenged Brawler from your graveyard. Choose target creature, put 4 +1/+1 counters, a flying counter, a vigilance counter, a trample counter, and a lifelink counter on that creature. Activate only as a sorcery. Then we have a Smelting Vat for 4. If you pay 1 and you tap and you sacrifice another artifact, reveal the top 8 cards of your library. Put up to 2 non-creature artifact cards with total mana value less than or equal to the sacrificed artifact's mana value from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Then we have a Wondrous Crucible for 7. It's an artifact that says permanents you control have ward 2. Nice. At the beginning of your end step, but it's a bit expensive though, mill 2 cards, then exile a non-land card at random from your graveyard. Copy it. You may cast a copy without paying its mana cost. And then we go over to the, I wanted to say misprints, the reprints. We have Muzio, the Visionary Architect, and it's all in the old frame. Look at that. Geth, Lord of the Vault, in the old frame. Beautiful. Herald of Anguish. Joyra, the Weatherlight Captain, in an old frame. Oh, look at that. Silas Ren, Seeker Adept. Lithoform Engine. We have Emry, Lurker of the Loch. The Master Transmuter. Padin, Council of Innovation. Workshop Elders. Fane, the Broker. We have Audacious Reshapers. Blasphemous Act. Ooh, nice to have it in an old frame. Very cool. Chaos Warp as well. Nice. Curse Mirror. Hellkite Igniter. Slowbat, the Goblin Tinkerer. Bedevil. Broodiclad, Telcor Engineer. Idol of Oblivion. Metalwork Colossus. Metalworks. Oblivion Stone, nice, good card. Spine of Ish-Sa. Strionic Resonator, ooh, very good as well. I really like the reprints in this one. Trading Post. Traxus, the Scourge of Krug. Ooh, fitting. Darkwater Catacombs. Exotic Orchards. Shadowblood Ridge, Smoldering Marsh, the Temple of Deceit, Temple of Epiphany, Temple of Malice, Fact or Fiction, A Thirst for Knowledge, A Braid, Expressive Iteration, the Oni Cult Anvil, a Dreamstone Hedron, Felwar Stone, Hedron Archive, Ichor Wellspring, Mindstone, Servo Schematic, a Sol Ring, Thran Dynamo, Buried Ruin, Crumbling Necropolis, Dimir Aqueduct, Is It Boiler Works, Myriad Landscape, Rakdos Carnarium, Reliquary Tower, then we have a Mnemonic Sphere, Thoughtcast, Executioner's Capsule, Feed the Swarm, Fateless Looting, Arcane Signet, Commander Sphere, Dimir Signet, Mycosynth Wellspring, Nihil Spellbomb, Prophetic Prism, Rakdos Signet, Wayfarer's Bauble. Oh, this looks so much better with the old frame. Oh, beautiful. Ash Barrens, Command Tower, Dross Forge Bridge, Great Furnace, Mist Vault Bridge, Path of Ancestry, Seat of the Synod, a Silver Bluff Bridge, Terramorphic Expanse, Vault of Whispers, and then we have the basic lands. So basically all that we miss from having these two decks is green. Everything that is green, the green temples, the green signets, yeah, and the green basic lands. That's the only thing that we miss in the old frame. Well, there we have it, the Mishra deck, and of course his brother in the previous video. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you all next time. Bye bye.